Good evening to all. Is it evening? Yeah, it's after 6, so it's evening not now. Um, I know it's been a while since I recorded a video, and I apologize for that. It's just that life has been pretty busy as of late and everything. So this video is sort of kind of going to be a catch-up video of a few significant things. First of all, recently Ringo had an accident on the windowsill up there, and when I was cleaning it up, I checked and I noticed that there was a bunch of worms in his stool. So after I cleaned it up, I immediately called the vet and had a doctor's appointment just yesterday for Ringo, and the veterinary appointment was just to check out a stool sample and get him treated for worms. As it turns out, he had a tapeworm, and the little worms I saw in the stool sample was just little bits of the worm that it shed. Apparently they're still alive and wiggling around and stuff like that. So anyway, so Ringo had to get worm treatment at the vet yesterday. But the thing is, I also found out quite a few more things about Ringo. And as you know, Ringo is one of our cats. I don't know if I mentioned that or not in past videos or whatever. But so found out that Ringo has a very large bladder, it seems, and his bladder takes up literally about half of his abdomen. That's how big it is. And I guess it's not really harmful to him, but it's an abnormality that it's so large, which makes sense because I had told the veterinarian that that Ringo drinks a ton of water, but when Ringo goes into his kitty litter pan and does his business in there, it takes up like half of the area of the litter pan. That's how much he goes. And so that kind of brought a concern to her, because from what the veterinarian said, according to from what it sounded like with how much water that Ringo drinks and how much he uses the potty, to her it really sounded like Ringo has slow kidney failure, and so she's really worried about that Ringo has kidney failure, which is why he goes so much and takes so much water, that the kidney's not really doing its job. And I also found out with Ringo that his teeth are really, really bad, and that he's lost 3 or 4 of his teeth. And we had no clue. I've not seen like teeth lying around the apartment or anything like that. But Ringo's teeth are really bad, and he's lost about 4 of his teeth. So she suggested that I start mixing his food with water to soften it up. So that's what I've been doing today. And this all adds up to when I asked her how old that she estimated Ringo was. She said that she's pretty secure in the guess that Ringo is between 13 and 15 years old, which is quite a bit older than I had thought. And if that is true, that Ringo is between 13 and 15 years old, then when I got Ringo, his previous owners lied to me about his age, because when I got Ringo, he was supposed to have only been about a year old. And if that's the case, then he wouldn't be nearly that old. But her guess is that he's between 13 and 15 years old. And so I Googled earlier today, and the average lifespan of a cat is about 15 years. So if she's right, then he's just at the tail end of his life anyway, right now. And I should just try to make him as comfortable as I possibly can. So that's where we're at. And I got all that information, and all I did was to take him in to get treated for worms. And then I got hit with all this information. With a very, very enlarged bladder, with him losing teeth, with slow progression kidney failure, and now to find out that he's basically a very elderly man. And I don't know, it's just a lot of information. I did start to kind of have a small conversation with Tristan about how he's elderly and he might leave us quite a bit sooner than expected, but I don't know how that's going. So yeah, that's what's going on with Ringo. And then also, just today, what happened was, Tristan watches YouTube, and there's this channel that Tristan kind of likes that it has video game cartoons on it and everything like that. And he kind of, role plays the video game cartoon with the creator of the channel. And they, nothing major or anything like that. They're just characters, and they go, and they talk about what the video is and everything like that. But the thing is, they've developed kind of a friendship, and they're back and forth in the comments of this person's YouTube channel. And that's all fine and good. But just today, this person was having a kind of rough time, and so they were kind of going back and forth in the comments. And this person, I'll just say she for now, because she says it's a she. She wanted Tristan to start a Discord so they can communicate more and everything like that. So Tristan did the right thing, and he asked me, but I said no, I didn't think that was a good idea. And then him and I went back and forth on it. So I went to the YouTube channel of that person, and I said, this is Tristan's dad, and I just don't think it's a good idea. And I found out that this person who has this channel, I found out that she has ASD as well, that she has autism as well, and she's 19 years old. 19. Now that's an adult. Tristan is 14. So that's 5 years difference right there. 5 years. But in that 5 years, Tristan's still technically a child, and she is technically an adult, even though it's still 19. So that's 5 years. So I said no, I didn't think it was okay. And me and Tristan went back and forth and got into quite an argument about it. And we we kind of settled on this. We're going to talk to Tristan's therapist about it tomorrow, and I hate to say it like this, but we're gonna see what side the therapist is on. Because Tristan says that 5 years difference isn't that big of a deal. He's been friends with her for a couple years now over her YouTube channel, and he wants friends with, that have autism, and she has autism and everything like that. But me, as a parent, that's an adult and that's my child. So we're going to talk about that with his therapist tomorrow. And I'll probably update more on that, later, probably the day after tomorrow. So that's going to be how that works. So please put in the comments what you think of that particular situation. Are you on Team Harlequin or Team Tristan as far as that goes? And it's just chatting, talking. It's not even meeting in person at this point in time. So that's what that's about. Because Tristan's world and his comfort level is not in-person meetings. Tristan's comfort level is on the screen. That's where his comfort level is. That's where his friends are. Even the friends that he does know in real life, he's more comfortable interacting with on the screen. Like he has a couple of friends that are like 2 years older than him, I believe. One is 1 year older, one is 2 years older, and that's fine. But this is an adult at 19. But the thing is, just barely an adult, because 19 is still teen, But anyway, I don't know. My parent brain is exploding all over the place. Getting on the walls and through the window and everything like that. So that's what's going on there. So also in other very, very busy news, we are going to the state fair very soon. We were going to go on Sunday the 27th, because I have a veterinary appointment for Bevan on the 26th. But so we were going to go to the state fair on Sunday the 27th. But I talked with Tristan, and we decided that we're going to go to the state fair on that following Saturday, which is September 2nd. So on Saturday, September 2nd, we're going to the Minnesota State Fair. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he begins school on September the 5th. Please put in the comments if that's correct or not. I don't know who all watches these videos. It only has 2 subscribers. So, and let's see, what else is going on? So tomorrow, I'm going to see a stand-up comedian that I really like. Her name is Katie Boyle. And we've corresponded a couple of times on Instagram. But so it's going to be an awesome time. And then next month, so Katie Boyle is tomorrow. And then next month, I'm going to go see the stand-up comedian Brad Williams. And then that'll be on the 15th, I believe, for Brad Williams. And then on the 18th, I'm going to see Beetlejuice the musical. Still don't have anyone to join me for those shows. So if you want to come join me for those shows, please by all means do. And then yeah, that's what's going on. That's pretty much the catch up. And then of course, there's this whole thing with, life going on and everything. I'm going to try to make videos more often, but I'm not going to be able to promise 100%. I'll just try to make them as I can. And that's about it for this one. We are at 15 minutes and 4 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8. And I currently do have only 2 subscribers to this channel. So if you don't mind, I would like to have more subscribers, of course. So please share this channel around. And if I do reach 100 subscribers, I will start doing lives. And also, please check out me and Tristan's other channel. It's more autism based. It's an autism channel. There'll be a link to the channel in the description, or you can also look it up by my name, Harlequin Dove. So that'll be it for this one. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully soon. Bye for now.